little bit about their unique dynamic is Alex Porter, Shalon Porter, and Chantel Brown. Glad to have you here on The Factor Uncensored.
Thank you.
Alex, you're in the middle. So
Yes,
tell
sir.
me what's going on here with this trio.
Oh, well, this is my wife, of course, and this is my girlfriend. And we are polyamory. We have a relationship that we all know about. We actually have a family all together that we are developing. We've been doing this for going on 3 years now.
And so how long have you and your wife been married?
20 years. Going on to 21 this year.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you could, you'd marry her, but that's not legal right now, right?
That's not legal. That's why it makes it polyamory.
Right.
Now, polygamy is also a form of it, where you have a man with 2 wives, and that is the goal, of course. I want to have her married, and Utah just recently passed where they're decriminalizing polygamy.
Right.
So everything is in the process. That is the goal overall to actually, make us one big unit together.
Shalon, so what do you think about this? Who brought it to whom and said, let's do this?
I actually brought it to him and told him I would be willing to have another female in our relationship. And it was just based off of watching TV shows, actually. And I was like, I would do something like that.
Sammy.
Dear God, please don't let me relapse and return to the evil that men do. Father God, I pray and ask that you help me to have mercy on others the same way I would want you to have mercy on me. Father God, I also ask that you help me to be quick to forgive and slow to get angry. Amen. These young dudes out here don't respect shit until you put the barrel in their ear and let the text spit. I just might catch a case on my next hit, remove their whole face on some special effect shit. So show respect, Drake, or I'ma have a flashback. Digging through the dresser like fuck it, where my mask at? The mash back with the banger and damage shit and say fuck everything I learned in anger management. Hop back on some east side managed shit and push a nigga's top back when I let the cannon spit. Start planning shit, premeditation. I'm in love with the streets again, rededication. Casket or cremation when I shoot you down. I was built for the smoke like a hookah lounge. I keep big shit that sound like a bazooka sound, and I shoot quicker than ain't gotta be a hoop around. Dear God, please don't let me relapse and return to the G-Ride with 3 straps, a ski mask with the case, squeezing keys apps, spraying everything from a nigga's brain to his kneecaps. Dear God, please don't let me relapse and return to the G-Ride with the 3 straps, a ski mask with the case, squeezing keys apps, spraying everything from a nigga's brain to his kneecaps. Gun on me, it ain't never for show, homie. I'm far from a bully, but I'm never a hoe. Get out of line, my Beretta will blow. Real talk, we can take the beef wherever we go. I bring it to your front door like I'm Uber Eats. I guarantee you listen up when this Ruger speaks. Plus I maneuver through these streets like a ghost, and I'm handy with the heat. I cook a nigga like a roast. On me, homie, this is not a boast. I will still come through, boy, and stop a nigga's post. Play him close, man, Eric will ease it. Quickly off the waistband, man, and Eric will squeeze it. Leave you niggas laid out dead or paraplegic. Niggas playing in these streets while I'm very strategic. I come to your house dressed like the gas man. Shoot you 9 times, leave you stretched by the trash can. Dear God, please don't let me relapse and return to the G-Ride with 3 straps, a ski mask with the case, squeezing keys apps, spraying everything from a nigga's brain to his kneecaps. Dear God, please don't let me relapse and return to the G-Ride with the 3 straps, a ski mask with the case, squeezing keys apps, spraying everything from a nigga's brain to his kneecaps. I don't put shit on Facebook, I just holler in person. Put the pistol in your mouth while you're hollering and cursing. All that shit you kept rehearsing and put on your live, got your clap with the big 4-5. You bitch nigga, if you tell me to pull up, I'ma do that. That nigga who was whooping first nigga that I shoot at. Ski mask mask on my face, bystanders be like, who that? I ain't with the talking, bitch, boy, I thought you knew that. Leave his brains where my shoe at, and bounce like I'm on a trampoline. Leave you laid out, nigga, like you camping on the scene. If you want something sweet, grab a peach or tangerine. Niggas won't smoke, well, fuck it, I'ma let them handle steam. AR with the beam, you see the red dot? We'll tug on this trigger, nigga, it'll make your head pop. Blood pouring down to your shoes, call it Red Sox. Your brains hanging all over your shoulders like some dreadlocks. Expect the gang of dead off if they ever cross the line. The Lord said in the Bible, oh, revenge is mine. So I'm just trying to find a righteous path between the two. Before I lose control and do the shit I used to do. This being humble shit is new. I'm trying to turn the other cheek, but I ain't never been a bitch, so watch your mouth when you speak. Your mercy's what I seek, so I pray on bended knees. Don't let me get the K with the extended clip and squeeze. Lord, please. Dear God, please don't let me relapse and return to the G-Ride with 3 straps. A ski mask with the K squeezing keys apps, spraying everything from a nigga's brain to his kneecaps. Dear God, please don't let me relapse and return to the G-Ride with 3 straps. A ski mask with the K squeezing keys apps, spraying everything from a nigga's brain to his kneecaps.
All right. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good Sunday morning. It's out here, sunny morning, 74 degrees out here in sunny Los Angeles. Well, not so sunny Los Angeles, muggy Los Angeles, but still it's Los Angeles, California, man. Wherever you at, might be already the afternoon. Shout out to you. And shout out to our resident sniper is back in the building, man. Risa Neal. Shout out to Risa Neal. Shout out. Glad to have you, sis, in the building. All right, y'all. Before we get started on checking everybody in, first thing we got to do, man, is do the business. Let's thank Brother Eric, better known 16 to Life, for his, song Relapse, man, which we all can relate to, man. You know what I mean? Anybody can relapse. I don't care if you got 10 years clean, 20 years clean, 30 years clean. We always got to have in mind that, you could relapse at any moment. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, any one of us could turn hypocrite overnight. He said we could turn hypocrite overnight. I mean, so, you know what I mean? So how do we stop? We got to keep God in our mind, man. We got to keep God first, man, in everything we do. Well, Clarence, I ain't that religious. I can't do. No, man, what I'm saying is, God is always trying to do the best. God is trying to do the best and most efficient thing and try to make things better for the most amount of people. And so, therefore, we have to do the same thing, man, for ourselves, our families. Try to do the best job for all of our families. And if we all are doing that, then that'll bring our whole community closer together because we all have the same goal of having good things happen for our families. But anyway, man, shout out to Brother Eric, man, 16 to Life, better known 16 to Life. Go over there, check out his YouTube page, 16 to Life, and go check him out over there. And his thing is blowing up. I remember when he only had 29,000 subscribers. Now he got 61,000. Shout out to the brother, man. Glad that he's able to out there do his thing, man, because he's a good dude, man. I've interviewed him. You want to go back in the catalog and see when I interviewed Brother Eric, better known as 16 to Life, better known as Chill. I interviewed him, man, and I talk to him periodically, but good dude, man, good dude. Go check him out, man. A lot of good stories, and he's trying to help the youngsters, man, as best as he can from his vantage point. All right, that's Brother Eric. Okay, y'all know it's the Sunday show, so we got a lot of ground to cover right now. We got a lot of ground to cover. All right, first of all, let's check in, everybody, man. First of all, we got to check in our resident sniper, Risa Neal. Shout out to Risa Neal. Glad to have you in the building, sis. Appreciate you. We was about to send the cavalry out for you, but hey, Risa said, hey, I'm okay. I'm just, doing my thing. I said, okay, cool. Shout out to Risa Neal. Glad to have you in the building. Who else in the building? Sister Annie's in the building. Excuse me. Excuse me. Me and Sister Annie we was on a panel yesterday. And I'm sorry to tell y'all, man, Sister Annie did not do so good until the end where Arshawn threw her a bone. But other than that, oh man, Sister Annie didn't do so good, man. Y'all gotta go over there and check her out. Go to Critically Drinking and check out the last video. Check out the last live stream with us, the family over here. Let's Talk to Better Black Life, man. Oh boy, Sister Annie, man. Woo. Well, for that matter, I can't talk about my. I didn't do too good either, right? I ended up in judgment, that just like Sister Annie. But go check it out, man. It has some twists and turns in it, man, with some stuff we didn't see coming. We didn't see some stuff coming over there, man, but we had a good time over there. Shout out to Critically Drinking and the crew over there, man. Bree, Yella, especially Arshawn, man, for putting that together, man. We appreciate you. If you haven't already subscribed to Critically Drinking, get on over there, man. Check them out, man. We had a blast over there. Real good, man. Real good, man. Real fun. We had a lot of fun over there. But Sister Annie didn't do so good. Yikes. Yikes. But shout out to Sister Annie, man. Glad to have you in the building, sis. Excuse me. I'm getting out of judgment. Oh man, shout out to Sister Annie. Who else in the building? Oh, shout out to Brother Dale Long, man. Hope everything's going good with you, man. Hope your family is doing well. Hope everything is going good for you, young man. You know what I mean? Like we always tell you, man, the door is always open. You want to knock, come on and knock. You can get this game, but if you want to keep doing it on your own, have at it, brother. We still love you, man. Keep turning toward righteousness, man, as much as you can, brother. Keep turning. All right, but shout out to Dale Long, man. Who else is in the building? We got Risa already. Brother Vaughn Bryant says, greetings, everyone. Peace, joy, grace, and abundance. Shout out to Brother Vaughn, man. His brother knows how to enter a room. Shout out to you, Vaughn. Glad to have you in the building, man. Another brother, soldier for the Lord. Another soldier for the Lord. Since they say, no bones thrown. Girl, come on, stop. If Arshawn hadn't thrown you a bone, you still be burning up. Your church shoes will still be on fire, girl. Stop it. Vaughn said, we won. Yeah, y'all won. Because Arshawn had love for y'all. He said, man, I can't leave this game with Sister Annie getting her church shoes singed up. He had to throw y'all a ball. But that's cool. That's no problem. We go back over there, man. We'll do it again. But y'all, man, we had a blast, man. We had so much fun over there, man. I know, man. Risa said, OG was on fire. Yeah, Patrice, man, she was untouchable, right? Nobody can grab Patrice, man. Patrice. If I was to have to pick one person that did extremely well, or two people, I could say Yella and Patrice. Yellow and Patrice did. Now Yellow did good, I think, because he was his only teammate, right? Yellow was the only person he had to worry about, man. So I think he did a little better than all the rest of us, man. All the rest of us, we had people that we had to, since he said I win and lose honorably. Okay, yeah, you did. Now I'll give you that. You did do that. But I'm not gonna give you that. I'm not gonna give you that fair and square win, nah, man. Because if he had left it like it was, man, them church shoes, I would still be smelling those church shoes. Shout out to everybody at Let's Talk About Black Life, man. We had a blast over there, man. Shout out to everybody at Critically Drinking. We had a bomb. We had a good time over there, man. Shout out. Can't wait to do it again, man. If they bless us and have us over there again. All right, y'all. We got to get moving. Y'all, because we got a lot to talk about today. All right, we got to get to the poly lifestyle, right? Can polygamy save America, right? Can it save Black America, right? Black people in particular have a serious issue. We got a serious problem out here. What's the serious problem, Clarence? We are not staying in or entering into long-term relationships. Long-term relationship is a thing of the past in the Black community, right? It's get it now, hit it now, hit it now, get it now, and move on to the next one, right? Now, men used to do that, but now women are also playing that game as well. And so it is causing a lot of problems, man, causing a lot of problems. So, and then unfortunately, one thing is about to, okay, so then we got you. Go in, go do your thing, go do your thing. One of the major issues that is having is that we are having is that many people do not know how to sexually select for themselves, and they are incompetent at the sexual selection process. As you can see by the results that they have, let us see that they are incompetent at doing that. So therefore, what we got to do is we got to try to find a way where we can bring them back into competency. Well, can polygamy help us with that? Right? If you're not competent and you can't make decisions for yourself, it's just like you go and you can't do certain things for yourself. You pay somebody to do it, right? Right? You pay somebody to do it, or somebody tell you, hey, this is the tax man I use. This is the lawyer I use, right? You trust somebody you trust. You say, hey, you take their advice or use the person they're using. Well, there's a woman that you trust, and you trust her judgment. I picked this man. I picked this good man. He's a good man. And I'm willing to share this good man with you because you're my friend. You deserve a good man. But it's hard to find one out here, right? And it's really hard to find one when you don't have the scale. You don't have the things on your scale that you need to ferret out a good man. You don't need that. You think a man is bad because he's looking for sex, right? When all men are looking for sex, good or bad, they are looking for sex, right? Just the good men are more willing to create set up carry the responsibility that may go with having sex with you. Whereas bad men don't want the responsibility. They don't want no responsibility, no accountability, no nothing. They just want pleasure. Remember what I told y'all yesterday, man? In the video, I said this world, this society, and many of these societies, mostly in the last 6,000 years, they've always tried to remove pleasure. Pleasure has always been, if you look in all of the books of faith, many of them, pleasure has always been a reward of steadfast faith and discipline. Pleasure is the reward that's supposed to go with that. Pleasure is not supposed to be independent of work, sacrifice, and discipline. Pleasure is not supposed to be independent of that, right? God didn't give the man pleasure first. He gave him a job first. He gave him his work first. And then once he showed that he was committed to doing his work the way God asked him to do it, what did he give him? He gave him the woman. And through the woman, he was supposed to get two things: pleasure and immortality, right? He was supposed to get immortality through the woman, and is supposed to get pleasure. But in the last 6,000 years, the world has many societies who have come in contact with European thinking have tried to remove the pleasure as a reward instead of making the pleasure independent. So when the pleasure is independent, desire can rule. Whereas before, duty ruled, honor ruled. But when desire ruled, desire is so base, it's such an animal-based concept that there is no honor in desire, right? Right? The new lion wants to be the head of the pack, the head of the pride. You don't say, well, this guy's been been the, this guy's been the leader of the pack. I'm just gonna go over there and walk and talk to him and, nicely ask him to, let me take over now because I think I can do a better job. That don't happen in lions or bears or nothing else, right? Especially, communities where there's a hierarchy. That don't happen, right? What usually happens? A fight to the death or a fight to the one person give up, right? A fight till one person give up. And then when the person that give up, the new person's in charge, right? As a reward, what does the new person get? The women that the females that the other person gave up because he rather live than die to try to maintain that position. And he recognized this man is much stronger than me. He's probably a better caretaker for these women than me. But the women and the all of that is a reward for coming into the powerful position or staying steadfast on your goal and succeeding. The success of overtaking your rival, you get the rivals women or females. Well, in the human beings, we're the only ones that try to take the pleasure and remove it from responsibility, duty, and work, right? We don't want to work for our pleasure. We want to just get pleasure at every turn. That's why some of y'all mess up at work. Some of y'all mess up at home. Some of y'all mess up, at school. Some of y'all mess up because why? You want pleasure before your work, before you complete your work, before you ingrained in having your duty done. You want to get the pleasure, right? My youngest son, his responsibility is washing the dishes. Calls me up, says, hey, me and my friend is in town for one day, right? He's going back to Morehouse or whatever school he go to. He's in town for one day. He said, I need to go, I'm gonna go hang out with him. Is that okay with you? I said, yeah, my thing, man. As long as you got your stuff done, you good. But if your stuff ain't done, forget it. Huh? Yeah, he always act like he brand new. What? I got stuff to do. Yeah, you got stuff to do, partner. So take care of your business, and then you good with me. So he's upset and running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Like, I've just brought this up to him. I already have told you already, partner. You ain't going nowhere unless your stuff is done. That's it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, go move somewhere else and go live there. Live there and tell them what you're gonna do. But if you living with me, this is how we gonna do it. I don't care if you're 50 years old, right? Yeah, you got responsibilities like the rest of us. All right, so anyway, y'all, we're gonna talk about that today. And that that separation from pleasure from responsibility, work, and duty has left us having relationships where we don't when an issue comes up in the relationship. Shout out to Bolo TV, by the way. When an issue comes up in the relationship, we're just leaving. Right? We're forgetting the marriage vows, right? Because in a marriage, you got vows, right? For sickness and health, for good or the bad, right? For happy or sad, right? You got vows, right? But the people leave the vows, man, right? Right? Because they want every night to be like the honeymoon, right? But it's not, right? That's why the old folks knew something. That's why they threw the vows in there for you. Because there gonna be some times where you like, oh man, I don't know, man. This chick, I don't know, man. There gonna be some times where you like, man, this man, I don't know. Oh my God. I thought this man, I had no idea this man was this crazy, right? There gonna be times like that, right? There's gonna be times where some money come up missing. There's gonna be times where somebody gets sick. There's gonna be times where it's just a disagreement on disciplining a child. There's gonna be some times, there's gonna be some issues. There's always gonna be some money issues, right? But the point is, there's always gonna be challenges. That's what the vows are for. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to be hanging in there. But in today's marketplace, we're not doing that, right? In today's world, everybody say, oh, what? You had an indiscretion? Oh man, I'm out, right? I'm out. We ain't even trying to work on it. I ain't gonna go to counseling. I ain't gonna go do nothing, man. I ain't gonna work on it. That's it. I'm gone, right? Because I saw on TV that somebody else just left their marriage, so I'm gonna just leave my marriage. I mean, we just not staying together. So, unfortunately, we're not able to make good decisions. A lot of us on, in these committed relationships. So now, can polygamy save us? I don't know. Can it? We're gonna look at polygamy. We're gonna look at the history of polygamy. We're gonna see, where does this polygamy thing come from? Why is it? What purpose can it serve? What purpose did it serve? And can it serve those same purposes now? Right? So we're going to get into all that, man. We're going to get into that today. Today is the first day. It's like the introduction of the polygamy series that we're going to go. We're going to bring some people on that's for polygamy. We're going to bring some people on that's not for polygamy. We're going to try, at least. Let me put it like that. We trying to do that right now. We're trying to lock that in. But hey, we want to know, right? All right, y'all. So before we do that, man, let's get into shout out to Jay Takashi. All right, so let's get into a couple of different things first, and then we will get into the polygamy, man. All right, let's see. First of all, let's do this, y'all. We got another story that's really kind of yikes. All right, any of you guys buying a house? The National Association of Realtors president resigns amid reports of SEX misconduct. The president of the National Association of Realtors has resigned only days after the New York Times reported allegations that SEX harassed several women who worked at the Powerful Trade Group. Yikes. Realtor magazine, which is published by NAR, said Parcell had resigned Monday in wake of the Times' August 26th story, which detailed the experiences of 3 women who accused the former executive of inappropriate conduct. So I try and tell y'all, man, y'all can't see, man, this ain't like the old days, man. See, back in the days, man, you would do something crazy, man. And then a woman would pull you to the side and say, look, man, I don't want to have to go get my husband. I don't want to have to go get my boyfriend. I don't want to have to go get, HR. And then I'm trying to, I know you got a family. I know you married or you got a girlfriend or whatever. I know so, hey, look, I'm trying to give you some space now to just go ahead and, you need to stop right now. Before, they would tell you, right? They would come to you and say, hey, bruh, I'll take you down if you want me to, but I'm trying to give you a chance to walk away from this situation. You got a family and you got children you got to feed and all that. So I'm being really merciful to you for them, right? So let's stop it right here because I don't want to have to take it no further, right? Nowadays, man, no, they go straight to HR, right? And it's their choice too. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's the situation you in. Yeah, that's the situation you in. So you need to, y'all, man, I mean, those of us that's work with a lot of women, work around a lot of women, and then we think, oh man, I can do this because ain't no problem. I think she feeling me. Well, you know what? My opinion has always been work is a bad place to try to meet sexual partners. But hey, everybody does their own thing. I'm just saying, man, you can't do overt things at work anymore. You just can't do that no more. Anyway, the women alleged Parcell SEX harassed them in a variety of ways, including through improper touching and sending lewd photos and texts. Here's another one that a lot of you guys mess up on, man. You send people you don't even know pictures of your junk or start texting them about, what you're going to do to them and all that. Come on, man. You cannot do that, man. You cannot do that, man, because in today's world, you just got to say to yourself, hey, man, is it worth it? But Clarence, I want to be like the bad boys. The bad boys, they get the women. See, they get the women. The women coming after them, man. Yeah, the women are coming after them, but they taking a big chance. Is it worth you throwing your career out there on the barbecue grill to see if it's gonna come back? You know what I'm saying? So to me, I say, man, you know, there's certain things you gotta just leave people at when you working with women, you gotta just leave them alone, man. You can't even look at them like they somebody to even, you know, I don't care how good they look, they are not worth your career, in my opinion. They're just not. So therefore, you know, don't do it, because you could say something to a woman. You could even say something to a woman, and a woman could take it the wrong way. And next thing you know, man, she go to HR. Man, hell, Patrice has somebody do that to Patrice, and Patrice is just saying something about her hair, and the lady took Patrice, went to HR on Patrice. This is woman to woman. Don't even think about man to woman, man. I wouldn't say nothing, man. If I didn't know this, if I didn't personally know the person, I wouldn't say nothing to him, man. Except that wasn't work related, man. I wouldn't say nothing to him. But that's me. I done seen so many people bite the dust. I work at a big, huge company, over 10,000 employees, right out here in the city of Los Angeles. I would never, ever do nothing like that. Now, I wouldn't have. Let me put it this way. I would never do that at this mentality. Now, I've been dumb enough to do stuff like that, but at this as my understanding got greater of what was right and wrong and how to apply the discipline to myself to be a better person, I recognized quick. I was like, man. But I seen people that didn't have that discipline and wasn't able to apply it to themselves. They got smoked. They got fired. They got, man, all kind of stuff happened to them. Got divorced. But anyway, man, I'm just telling y'all, man, leave your coworkers alone. If you can avoid it, especially if you're a man or woman, leave your coworkers alone, man, because people will forgive women much more quicker than they will forgive a man, man. You do something and say something crazy. People will, if a woman do it, I'm just being honest. If a woman does something where she does something crazy, you know, the people will say, well, she was going through this, she was going through that, you know, she was having problems, you know, let's give her another chance, right? A man do something crazy, man, they got they like Frankenstein, man. Everybody got their little fire and they go into your house, man, try to burn your house down, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Is it worth it? No. Is it worth it? No. Just stay away from coworkers, in my opinion. Anyway, neither Chicago-based NAR nor Purcell, a Utah real estate agent, responded to a request for comment, I'm sure. But he denied any wrongdoing in a letter to NAR board members published by real estate news website RS Media. I am deeply troubled by those looking to tarnish my character and mischaracterize my well-intentioned actions, Parcell said in a letter, according to the site. See, that's the thing. You saying you didn't do it, they saying you did do it, then who knows, right? Maybe it's all a misunderstanding, but it doesn't matter, right? Because it's so easy to make a guy look like he's the, you know, it's so easy for a woman to be the victim and the guy to be the, you know, evil overlord, right? So that's why I say just leave women alone at the job, man. At the job, leave them alone. Leave them for the people that right now I'm working with. I work with a bunch of people, man. And there's one dude, man, he's always on top of a bunch of different chicks, right? And I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? But that's him. That's just how he get down, man. He's on it like that. Okay, that's, you know, that's cool. I'm just gonna leave you alone, man. I tried to tell this cat 5 years ago, stop doing this type of stuff, man, because you're gonna get all caught up. And he's been all caught up a couple times, but he's still on it like that. So okay, it is what it is. I'm just an old man. I'm gonna leave you alone, man. I just talk to the people that want to listen, man. So anyway, Parcell was named president of the NAR, a nonprofit real estate organization with more than $1 billion in assets in 2021. The Times organization, which incorporates accounts for 29 current and former NAR employees and cites 16 allegations of sex, harassment, and abusive conduct against Parcell. Also detailed a deep-rooted system of intimidation at NAR aimed at silencing workers who complained about such conduct. New NAR President Tracy Casper, who stepped in following Parcells' exit, vowed to reform the organization's culture in a statement on Monday. I'm incredibly sorry for what led us here, she said. We recognize there's a lot of concern and anger and disappointment, and we want to acknowledge the people who have come forward. NAR is forming a presidential advisory group to make recommendations for ensuring a healthy relationship between staff members. In addition to encouraging employees to speak up about harassment they may have experienced at the organization, according to Casper. All right, y'all. A shout out to Big Rick Slaps, by the way. Shout out to Big Rick Slap. Yeah, it's not no good, man. It's no bueno, right? It's no bueno. You know, and that's what I'm saying. You know, harassment can take many forms, and the problem is the person that's doing the harassing a lot of times don't realize, they think they just being funny, or they think they just being, you know, they just being cordial, instead of understanding that they stepping over the line. And sometimes the woman misunderstands the person's intentions or what they said, right? So it could go it could go haywire. That's why I say, man, when you at work, keep it business, man. Keep it business. You don't know these people. Like I got a couple female friends at my job that I know. I've been to their house. I ate with them and their family. I know them, right? We know each other. So I could say certain things to them that I couldn't say to somebody I just met up there. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I just transferred into this section. Oh, really? Okay, yeah. You know, those kind of women, I'd leave them alone. I wouldn't even try to talk to them, right? I mean, if I was single, right? I wouldn't fish off the company pier. All right, so Risa said, I was a victim myself. Oh, man. A certain person, female, always had to touch me, rub me, or something touch my hair. I realized I was a victim, and it was my female younger family member. Yikes. Man, sorry to hear that, Risa. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, man, you got to see, and the thing is, man, you got to educate people, man. We have to educate people on when they're going too far, right? We got boundaries. We got to set boundaries. You know, some people come in, they're kind of like myself. They have done so much stupid stuff that now they recognize boundaries on their own, right? They recognize on their own. But there's some people, man, they don't recognize the boundaries, right? They don't see that, hey, people need space, especially when they don't really know you like that. Even though we might be relatives, I don't really know you like that. Can't be touching all on me like that, man, because I don't really know you like that, and I don't like that. So we gotta tell them. I know I can see Reese's the type of person that's just gonna tell you, right? Okay, that's it. I'm fed up. Here, let me tell you what's going on. But a lot of us don't, right? And I understand why a lot of women don't do it, right? Because a lot of times they may be scared that there's gonna be some kind of retaliation or something. But we in a new day age, right? That's why I'm telling y'all, man, you know, you can't tell your adversary what you gonna do. You just go do it. Let them find out. Oh man, damn, she went to HR on me. Oh, okay. Now they on their heels. But if you tell them what you're gonna do ahead of time, they might go to somebody who they know up and, you know, to try to head you off, cut you off from being able to do anything. And it's, you know, that's why I think a lot of women go wrong. Women would tell, I'm going to do this. You violated me. I'm going to go, this is how I'm going to handle it. I'm going to do this, 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 and this. And a man jump in front of you. You just total the whole game, right? Like the bad guys on Scooby-Doo, man. You said the whole program, what you finna do, right? The bad guys on Josie and the Pussycats, right? I'm going first. I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna do this. Right? And then they Josie and the Pussycats, they thwart them, right? Well, that's what your adversary gonna do to you if you tell it. You don't tell it. You just go out and move out. All right, y'all. That was the hit parade, man. Watch out for these people, man. They everywhere. They got high positions. They got positions. They got stuff they doing, man. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. So just watch. Be careful. Be careful wherever you go in today's world, man. There's so many sick people. It's so many sick people, and they sick because this culture, this society is sick itself, right? They've tried to do everything to get to they trying to tell you that God don't exist. They trying to tell you all kind of stuff, man, so that you can't be held accountable for the things that you do, and then they encourage you to do things. They encourage you to do things, man, that's against your religion. And but they got to keep telling you, God don't exist. God don't exist. Therefore, there's no one that's going to hold you accountable, right? There's nothing that you can't be held accountable for anything you do, right? You just a organism on this planet. No. You way more than that. You way more than that. But we'll get to that later as well. All right, let's keep on moving, man. Let's keep it moving. Y'all, man, we as Black people, man. Now, so people say, hey, Clarence, why you ain't worrying about helping everybody? I am. I think if you help Black people, you're going to help a lot of people, man. I think that Black people, man, the world is going to go the way Black people go, in my opinion, man. If we can get Black people on the right path, a lot of other people will follow, and they would say, hey, then it would come down to the real people that have something against right and wrong. And it will come down, that's when it is going to advance beyond color. It's going to go straight to right and wrong. Okay, do you believe this? Then you in this camp. If you believe this, then you in this camp. And that's all that's going to matter. Color ain't going to matter. Money ain't going to matter. None of that's going to matter. Right? We got a stone in Islam called cobblestone. You walk around the cobblestone, right? You have to put on a garment, right? And everybody's walking around that cobblestone. Billionaires, millionaires, thousandaires, hundredaires, tensaires, right? And broke people are walking around this Kaaba. They all walking around the Kaaba. Why? Because it doesn't matter what your station is in life. We all got this walk to do. We all got this Hajj to do, right? We're trying to walk in a righteous life. It's a lifelong walk, right? That's what this Kaaba represents, right? So we got to walk around. It's a stone. It's solid. God's information to us is solid, right? We trying to be as close. We're trying to walk as closely to that as possible, right? Y'all don't hear me, man. Y'all don't hear me. Man, Risa said she was like, you said thinking she was playing, she's off to college now. I hope she stays in line. Yeah. Man, I mean, a lot of us make mistakes, man, and we don't realize until we get older, like, oh man, well, I was such a sucker, man. Wow, man. I look back on some of the things I did, man. I'll just be like, wow. And I can't believe it. And then it makes me even appreciate God more, that God pulled me out of that stuff, man. Golly, man. All right, Risa said, she said, that's the best rice in the world. Look out, Uncle Ben's best rice. Yeah, man, definitely. Okay, so y'all, look, we're going to do Saving the Black Family. So one of the things about Saving the Black Family is we got to understand about money and how we use money in as a group and individually, right? But there's a reason why our children are not paying attention to us. You know what I'm saying? Like we try to tell them stuff, and they look at us like, man, you a sucker, man. You ain't even got a Maserati, right? Where's your Jeeps? Where's your Benzos? You know what I'm saying? Where's your cell phone? Where's your Jeeps? Where's your Maserati? You ain't got no Maserati. I can't listen to you. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z got Maseratis. I got to listen to Jay-Z, right? I got to listen to 50 Cent. Oh, you mean the same 50 Cent that ain't raised none of his kids? Yeah, I gotta listen to him. Okay, all right, go ahead and listen to him. Go ahead, listen to him. All right, so this is Dr. Amos, man, and he's gonna tell us, man, some of the mistakes we making as Black people in particular, right? All right, here we go.
That's but it's interesting that you want respect from these youngsters when you're hardly contributing anything to their economic and social development at all. Why should they respect you? When you take your monies and your brain power and your other interests out and give it to another people, in a way, their anger and hostility has a certain logic to it. Because we've betrayed them. We have not given them an economic and social system and political system and network. We have not given them their inheritance and their due. We've robbed them of their inheritance. And consequently, they strike back at us with the only weapons that they're left with dishonor and with disrespect. And when we speak, they don't listen. Why should they? You don't pay my bills, right? In a way, they're right. What do we have to say about it? We are not feeding them. We are not caring for them. It's Big Daddy White Man. He's the ultimate papa in the world. So the only person I need to listen to is that one. And therefore, we're to get back our self-respect and the respect of our children. Then we have to establish control over our economic and social situation. The ownership of 125th Street, the ownership of all of these other streets around here, the ownership of downtown Manhattan is greater than any series of 10,000 lectures about the greatness of African people. I'm telling you. It's a contradiction to talk to your children about the greatness of African people. And then when they walk out, the whole community and everything is owned by somebody else. It's a joke. And in the end, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to be bothered with it. Because it doesn't develop into anything concrete, usable, a type of pride that doesn't take them anywhere, and they see often only leads them to trouble, and a kind of radicalism that doesn't permit them to become, quote unquote, a part of the so-called mainstream. African nationalism must pay. We must demonstrate to people that believing in this ideology is not taking the side of poverty and degradation, but is a movement into wealth and a movement into power and a movement into greatness. And this is a part of the thing I'm about there. I'm trying to demonstrate, hey, I believe in Africa. I love Africa. I am African. And I believe in the greatness of my people. And it pays. It pays. There's wealth connected with this belief. There's power connected with this belief. There's strength and respect connected with this belief. Not just an empty knowledge of history and an empty boasting that tries to substitute for a hungry stomach, but something that's real.
All right, y'all. That was the great Dr. Amos Wilson. Shout out to Amos Wilson, man. And he says, hey, man, if we want our children to really respect us, man, we got to build something for them, right? We got to build something for them. So hopefully we're trying to do something like that here, man. We're trying to build something. First of all, to build something, man, you have to have code of conduct. You have to have, love for your brother, love for your sister. And you got to have that, man. And so I hope we try to show you guys that, express what we talk, put our mouth up, put our best foot forward to try to show you that we doing what we saying we doing, right? You know what I mean? We trying to put our best foot forward, man, and try to show y'all that we can love each other, even though we might disagree, might not see eye to eye on everything, right? But we definitely got love for each other, man, and we can try to put something together, push a positive program, right? So anyway, hopefully we doing that. But shout out to Dr. Amos. Appreciate the brother, man, for everything he invested in the time and doing this. All right, y'all, we got to go to we're almost there, man. We're almost there. The Black History Minute, man. Shout out to the Black History Minute. Let us check out the Black History Minute. Let's see if we can do this, y'all. Y'all need to know about y'all people, man. So y'all can't be I didn't even know that. I know you didn't know. We're gonna tell you, man. We're gonna break it down to you if we can every Sunday, right? All right, this is Frederick Douglass Escapes Slavery. Frederick Douglass. This is brought to you, by the way, by blackhistory.today. So go over there and check out blackhistory.today, man. It's a good little site. Got a lot of information on there about African American people and contributions to American history from African Americans. Anyway, Frederick Douglass escaped slavery. One of America's greatest orators, Frederick Douglass, born Frederick Augustus Washington Bailey, escaped from slavery to freedom on September 3rd, 1838. Douglass, while dressed in a sailor's uniform to conceal his identity, traveled from Maryland by train, steam ferry, steamboat, and foot to New York City and freedom in less than 24 hours. Born a slave, Douglass, after escaping slavery, became one of the world's foremost abolitionists and human rights leaders. Later in life, he was named Minister Resident and Consul General to Haiti on July 1, 1889. Douglass was the first African American to have a position that high in the United States government. Right, that is Frederick Douglass. I know y'all know about Frederick Douglass, right? You guys know Frederick Douglass had a white wife, right? I can't be a pro-black, because if I'm pro-black, then I can't have a woman of another race or a man of another race. I can't be pro-black, right? Well, Frederick Douglass had a white wife, right? He had the black wife, and then I guess he got tired of the black wife, and he said, "Man, let me give me a real wife." Shout out to the sisters. That was just a joke. Just a joke. All right, but anyway, man, Frederick Douglass had a white wife as well. So a shout out to him and everything he tried to do to free our people, man. But you know what I'm saying? So we got to stop looking. We got to look past this color thing, man. We got to get into the thing, man. We trying to do that, but unfortunately, America has us stuck on this thing. We have to first get ourselves off of it, get ourselves together, and then we're gonna rise above that situation, man. But anyway, all right, that's Frederick Douglass. That's your Black History Minute, man. Don't take my word for it. Dig that. Go check it out for yourself, man. All right, let's see what else we got going on, y'all. What else we got going on? Let's see. Okay. You know what? I didn't do the jobs today. I had the jobs today. Yeah, I don't know either. Vaughn, you know who you could ask? You know who you could ask? King Kong Consciousness, Dr. Umar. You can ask him. He's supposedly a blood relative of Frederick Douglass. Oh, not a blood relative, married. He by marriage. I'm sorry. I think he said that. Yeah, he's by marriage. I think they hit him up and said, "Hey, man, you ain't no blood relative." He said, "Oh no, actually, I'm by marriage connected to Frederick Douglass." Who knows? Gotta go ask Dr. Umar. But Dr. Umar can tell you. Everybody can find out info because he said he's very closely related to that side of his family. That was everything. Okay, y'all. Okay. Yikes, man. Yikes. Okay, so let me set this up for y'all, man. Let me set this up for y'all. Man. Let's do this. Why is, first of all, what would we need polygamy for? What would we need polygamy for? Right? Does polygamy have any good to offer us, or offer to the country, or offer to Black America? I told you guys before, man, that there is some solutions to the what's the word I want to use? The incompetence in sexual selecting. There's there's one of the solutions is polygamy, right? A polyamorous lifestyle, that is, you can benefit off of the good decision making of another person, right? If they can sexually select competently, you can join on to that family, and that would be a benefit to you. That can be a benefit to you in polygamy. Now, can polygamy save America? We still got to answer that question, right? Because Elijah Muhammad wrote a book called The Fall of America, right? It's a tough read, man. It's a tough read. Just like the Message to the Black Man in America is a tough read. It's a tough read, man, because most of us, we don't want to read. And second of all, the truth, man, you know what I'm saying? Like we're so used to hearing and reading lies that when the truth is straight out, man, it's hard to comprehend, because, you know, that's one of them kind of books you're going to have to read again, put it down, read again, put it down, read again, put it down, before you kind of still trying to learn and get the information from it, right? But in that book, Fall of America, he started talking about different things that were bringing the country down, that people were losing respect for how the country should be run. And one of the things, besides taking prayer out of school, was the fact that everybody was having this premarital sex, right? Everybody was having all this sex without the responsibility, right? I'm paraphrasing what he was saying. So in the low birth rate, which was bringing us to these low birth rates and bad long-term relationships, right? So, but we want to talk about, can polygamy save America? Well, most Black people don't even think about polygamy, right? I would say maybe 90% of us don't even think about polygamy as an answer, right? Yet we experience all this negative results in the current dating market, but yet polygamy is so far-fetched. Oh, that's far-fetched, right? Then you got the queen makers, right? You got the shout out to Princella, the queen makers out there, right? They say the answer is not in polygamy, but in lesbianism, right? Lesbianism is the key to incompetent heterosexual sexual selecting. Lesbianism is but my thing is, hey, if you're pookie picking in the heterosexual community, you're probably gonna pookie pick over in the lesbian community, right? Because you haven't addressed the see, her thing, Princella, her thing is men are the problem. See, you could make a good selection if the men weren't the problem, but the men, it's not that the men are the problem. Well, excuse me, the men are part of the problem. The other part of the problem is you looking for men that are the problem. Those men are the most sexuous. They the sexiest men. They're the most. They most of the time they have a lot more resources. So a lot of times they just look like they're much more engaging and fun. So therefore, this is the kind of man you're looking for. And then when you find him, he start tearing your life apart. You say ain't no good men out there. When there's good men out here, you're just not sexually attracted to them, right? That's the reality of that situation, right? So I'm gonna just talk about it. Anyway, can polygamy save America? Right? America has the birth rate declining. Birth rate decline. Why is the birth rate decline? Because a lot of men are choosing not to get in long-term relationships. On top of women, more and more women are using birth control these days. More and more of them are using birth control these days. But then they don't understand that with the rise in birth control, the rise in female cancer has gone up too. But we're not going to make those connections, right? Clarence, I'm not going to make we're not making that. We're not even going to get into those connections, right? Right? Okay. Okay. We're not going to say that, right? But anyway, a lot of women are using birth control, right? Therefore, they're not having as many babies, right? Because birth controls and the ultimate form of birth control is abortion, right? That's the ultimate form of birth control. And so a lot of times women use this birth control to hit the reset, right? you in your second year of college, everything's going good. You're an honor roll student, everything's going good, and you let some pookie, slip one in on you, and now you pregnant, right? So you can't go to your mom, you can't go to your family and say, hey, all this money y'all spent on me for the last 2 years, I wasted it because now I got pregnant. And not only did I get pregnant, I got pregnant by a pookie. Can't do that, right? So where do you go? Planned Parenthood right down the street. You go to Planned Parenthood, knock that out real quick, right? I mean, you take a plan B. If the plan B don't work and you still, this and that, then you go to Planned Parenthood, right? I'm just saying. I mean, in our culture, that's what we're doing, right? So with so many available ways to murk a baby, the numbers of babies going to go down. Why? Because a baby represents responsibility and duty. That's what a baby represents to most men and most women, right? So how are you going to go and do that? How you that's an extra level of responsibility and duty that you're going to have on top of trying to go to school, on top of trying to go to work, on top of trying to do all that. You don't have time to do that. So what you do, you go down to the Planned Parenthood, right? This is what's have America. On top of that, those of them that are having the children, a lot of them are very young. They don't understand what parenting is about, won't listen to nobody talking about parenting. They're watching parenting on shows like Ghost and, Housewives of Atlanta, Black Ink, any one of these black people acting badly shows, right? That's how they feel. That's how they look at, that's where they go to get information on relationships. That's where they go to get information on parenting. This is where they go to get information on a lot of different stuff that relate, that they making critical decisions in their life based on these scripted shows and other foolishness that they're looking at, right? So this is bringing the birth rate down in America. It's also increasing the single parenthood in America, right? Now the single parenthood is so high, you're not seeing. Usually most people see the relationship between the mother and the father. They will see something in that and say, I want this part of that. I don't want that part of that. I want this, what I'd rather have, this and that. So you have some type of model that you can go by. But when you have a single parent, they don't have another person there. So you're not going to see that relationship. So you go out into the field, you don't know how to act, right? Especially if you're a female, man. You go out there and you have this false sense of everybody loves me because, men are constantly giving you attention because they're looking at your body. But in reality, they don't know you. You are behind the body. You are behind the money. You're behind that. That's you. The you is really behind that stuff. That's why I never agree with Kevin Samuels on this point right here, where just because you're making all this money, that somebody's supposed to take this enormous amount of abuse from you, right? Emotional and verbal abuse from you, even sometimes physical abuse. That's crazy. That's crazy. You got to get to know the person on a spiritual level, right? On a spiritual level, when your spirit is attracted to their spirit and their spirit is attracted to your spirit. That's real attractiveness. Most of what y'all calling attractiveness is arousal. I'm aroused. I'm sexually aroused by you. That's why I saw you from across the way. I was sexually aroused by you. That's why I said something to you. Isn't that right? That's what drew you is the arousal, that your arousal, your sexual arousal based on your understanding of the sexual tension they were putting out, right? But in reality, how could you be attracted to somebody who there's nothing for you to be attracted to them for? You don't know them. How are you gonna be attracted to them? How will you say, I'm attracted to you? You're not attracted to me. You don't even know me to be attracted to me. How could you be attracted to me when you don't know me? You just saw me. So you just visually stimulated. That's what's really going on. You visually stimulated based on the Arousal. You're visually stimulated based, so you got aroused by me, but you're not attracted to me. So people are making these bad mistakes, and they're using these words, man, to try to cover up what's actually going on. Anyway, the situation we're in America is tough. How do we get out of it? How can we start having better families so we can have better communities, so we can have a better country? How can we do that? How? Can polygamy help us do that? Right? Well, one thing, let me say this about polygamous relationships. They're just like monogamous relationships. If the monogamous relationship is bad, it's going to be a bad. If the reason why you got together is for the wrong reasons, you're going to have a bad monogamous relationship. If the reasons you get into a polygamous relationship is bad, you're going to have a bad relationship. If one of the people is bad and they have bad intentions, the relationship. So it's the same situations is happening that would happen in a monogamous relationship is multiplied in a polygamous relationship, because that when you got that many more people to try to get to know and find out what's going on, find out what their real motives are. You ain't hearing me though. You ain't hear me. You ain't hear me. Okay, so right now we're gonna watch a little video, and this video is 15 hidden benefits of polygamy, and then we're gonna start talking about where polygamy came from, what is it for, and what was the original purpose intended for. All right, y'all. Let's get into this one here. Here we go.
15 benefits of polygamy for men. Here are 15 benefits of polygamy for men. These facts are sure to make you think again. For this list, we partnered with polygamy.com and secondwife.com to ensure that the facts
Well, what's going on, y'all? They trying to shut me down. I don't know what's going They trying to shut me
provided
down.
in this video are 100% factual. Please feel free to check both websites out. Links will be in the description. Polygamy.com for anyone, secondwife.com for Muslims only. 15. If you're the type of person who loves an intimate lifestyle, yet one of your wives is on her monthly period, you'll not miss out on intimacy, as you'll have more than one wife to have relations with. 14. If it ever happens that your first wife has just given birth or is in the later stages of pregnancy, you still won't miss out on the intimacy. Odds are your second wife will not be pregnant, as it's a very rare occurrence that more than one of your wives will be pregnant at the very same time. However, if that does actually happen to you, you've always got the option for wife number 3 and even wife number 4. 13. The human body is amazing. Just like how the more you use your brain, the more clever your mind becomes, and even the more you exercise your body, the stronger your body becomes. Studies have shown that the more often you're intimate with your wife, the more pleasurable the experience becomes each time. Now,
holy smokes. Holy smokes. Yikes. Yikes. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, ouch. Ay, ay, ay. Ouch. That looks a little bit like the divesting crowd. Shout out to the divestors. Holy smokes. Ouch. Ay, ay, ay. Let's give this guy an applause, man. He's got to take the swan dive with both of them. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. All right, y'all. Are y'all getting these benefits down? Vaughn, are you getting these benefits down? These are benefits. These are benefits of polygamy for men, right? Hey, these are benefits, right? Reza said, funny they're showing Cody he is down to one wife and possibly engaged to another one to keep building, but 3 were not happy after years and they left. Yeah, man, that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure public, from the public, man, because they're going to, women all over the world, I mean, not all over the world, but all over America going to call you stupid. They can say, you sharing the man, all these men out here, all these penises out here, and you sharing one? Get out of here, right? Get out of here. What are you doing? All you got to do is get on one of these dating sites and bombs away, right? It's raining penises. It's raining penises. Oh, man. Oh, man. But, it's hard. I don't think any of those sister wife type situations are going to survive with that much scrutiny. That much scrutiny, I don't think a heterosexual relationship would survive with that much scrutiny. So I just don't see how any relationship can last where there's cameras all the time running around the house. I would never do nothing like that. But that's me. I could see already that is a bad thing, man. But for a heterosexual relationship, let alone a polyamorous relationship, I don't see how it's gonna work. Let's keep on moving, man. Is the 15 hidden benefits of polygamy for men? It's hidden benefits, right? There's the open benefits, and then there's the hidden benefits. All right, let's go.
Now imagine that with up to 4 wives. 12. All married men can relate to this. Most men with just one wife waste half their life being in that awkward situation where their wife is always angry at them for no logical reason and has her moody face on. Well, with more than one wife, you can at least go and visit one of your other wives and give that particular wife some space so she can calm down. This way, both the husband and the wife who's currently annoyed can each get their own space to calm down.
Oh boy. So now in this one, they're basically telling you to run, right? They're saying, hey man, you having a disagreement. The best thing to do is leave that wife. Don't address it or try to resolve it. Just leave that wife and go to the next wife. I disagree with that, right? I disagree with that. I think, you should really try your best to find. So I know that a lot of men, this is where a lot of men go wrong, man. A lot of men, they pick a woman and they say, oh, this woman is, she got a lot of fire on her because she talked back and she say this and that. But really, if you think about it, man, when you get to a point, man, where you have a disagreement, what you want is somebody to not emotionally talk to you, but they're going to have enough respect for you that they're going to talk to you in a way that at least they're showing you respect, but at the same time, they're trying to address the real issue. But see, this is why I'm telling you, man. And so the answer for a lot of these men is, I'm just going to get another wife. That way, when this wife makes me mad, I'll get this. I'll go to this wife. But you're still not fixing the issues. And ultimately, going to tear the problems apart. That's what we was talking about. That's why Risa was talking about Cody. Because that's, in my opinion, that's what that dude was doing. Instead of dealing with the issues and coming to a resolution, he wanted to resolve it his way instead of talking it out. And they didn't, as they got more, as all of them started getting more self-aware, they started saying, why are we listening to him? Now, the thing that I would say, don't listen to nobody, listen to yourself. Because I don't listen, but consider what they say. But ultimately, you make the decision what you want to do. Because guess what? I think all of them wives that left him, I don't think there's anybody that's going to, pick up those contracts. That's me. That's me. I don't think there's anybody out there that's going to pick up those contracts. So if you leave, you be ready to just be on your own. Okay, cool. As long as you're ready to be on your own and you cool with that, then cool. It's no problem. But if you like, I'm leaving this man because I know my ship is going to come in on another issue. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe you might want to think that over, right? Especially if you really up there, you might want to think that over. Anyway, well, we're talking about the 15 hidden benefits of polygamy for men, and What do you think? Is there any other than the obvious benefit, which is having sex with multiple partners and everybody being okay with that, or everybody appearing like they're okay with that, right? Right? Because some people ain't going to be happy with that. Now, let me tell you when you're going to have people that's going to understand that. Or you got to have people that's going to understand that when they really have connected with you spiritually. See, that's when you got to connect with somebody spiritually. Then you can say to yourself, hey, this person is, he's a great person. He should be fathering more kids. He should be teaching another person. He should be doing this. He's a good shepherd. Or she is a good woman. Now, this is the difference between men and women. I think men will be more apt to, women will be more apt to say, this is a good man. He deserves to put his seed out there. He deserves to do that because he's a good person. He ain't on no dumb stuff. He's a good person. And and I would be doing the world a favor by letting this man teach other people and father other children. I would be doing the world a favor. He's a good man. His seed is going to be good. Right? Men ain't like that. Men ain't like that. Most men, I would say 99.9% of men, they're not like that. They don't say, hey, well, this is a good woman. I'm willing to share her with the world. The average man ain't going to do that. Yeah, most men, I would say 99.9% of men, they're going to want a woman for themselves, especially a woman they putting time into. They thinking about they're going to have children with. I mean, most men are going to say, no, I don't want to share no woman. Now, we're going to look at we're going to find some men that are willing to share a woman. But I definitely, women that's willing to share men is much more usual than men that's willing to share women. And like everybody lives in the same house or everybody's okay with it. That is typically not going to happen. Typically, no. Most likely what's going to happen is the men are going to say, hey, at some point they're going to say, hey, I want my own woman. Because men are just territorial like that. I want my own woman. Why would I want a woman that's sleeping with somebody else? I mean, for a relationship. I don't, a man will sleep with women that's in relationship with other men. That's not an issue. The issue is when he's talking about, I'm going to marry you, or I'm going to put all my energy into you, all my time into you. Why would I do that? And you having sex with other men. Just keep having sex with other men. I'll have sex with you when I can. We don't need to get married, right? But anyway, that's my opinion of it. Okay, let's continue. 15 hidden benefits of polygamy for men.
Down. 11. Let me give you an analogy. Remember the days when mobile phones first came out? There was only one service provider who not only had sky-high rates, but came with a ton of demands that you had to tolerate. But with the added competition of many service providers, they're willing to even offer their services for free to you just to get your attention. Similarly, when you have more than one wife, to impress you, they'll do everything that's within their capability. Meaning, in all this competitiveness, you'll be the one benefiting. 10. If a man has more than one wife...
Y'all believe that? All that competitiveness, you're going to win, right? For a little while.
The chances of his eyes wandering will drop significantly. He'll be so busy taking care of his wives that not only will he have neither any time, love, or energy left to stray, but also no desire. Studies also show that men with more than one wife remain more loyal to their wives. 9. Men who have more than one wife are not useless and irresponsible. Most men who decide to have more than one wife are often highly driven, hardworking, more honest, ambitious, energetic, and successful men who have money to take care of and provide for multiple families. 8. With polygamy, men will start to learn true respect towards women as they are given the task of providing for more than one family.
Now, hold on. Now, this time, this is only gonna matter with this only counts with men that understand that with sex comes responsibility. That's that's the only time it's gonna matter. Most men in today's marketplace, they feel they want the, like I said, they want the pleasure minus the responsibility. So they're not looking at it like that. You got to find a man that actually, when they see you as a sexual object, of course they're gonna see you as a sexual object, but when they see you as a sexual object, they also understand that there's another component, which is a responsibility piece that goes with having sex with you. It's not just I'm gonna have sex with you and then we meet up when we meet up and whatever. They understand that there's a responsibility that has to be, dealt with as far as the man's concerned, right? So anyway, we're gonna keep on moving. We're gonna keep it moving, y'all. Keep it moving.
Meaning that they start to appreciate them more. 7. Studies have shown that men who have multiple wives are more calm, less aggressive, better fathers, and more romantic than men with only one wife. 6. Because her demands as a wife are halved, she becomes less stressed, resulting in a less moody temperament and a more fulfilling relationship with her husband. 5.
So you think that there's more fulfillment in a poly lifestyle? And maybe so. But there's a lot of could be's in this, mixed up in this, right? There's a lot of could be's in here. So you know what I mean? They're not qualifying a lot of this information. They're just saying, hey, this is the way it's gonna roll. No, this is possible. These are possibilities. This is not how it's going to be in most cases. Why? Because most people, the problems that they have in monogamous marriages, they bring into polygamous relationships, and that's the problem. The original issue never gets addressed. They think that the original issue is the problem is the one person that's having an issue with them, instead of saying, well, man, what is my issue? Because you keep having the same issue with different people. Obviously, it's your issue, right? So you need to figure out what the problem is. Whether you're in a monogamous relationship or a polygamous relationship, the same problem's gonna come up because you're dealing with people, and you're dealing with you. You are bringing you into that next relationship, right? All right, y'all. Let's continue, man. The 15 benefits of polygamy for men.
In any society that practices polygamy, the value of a woman rises due to the shortage of more wives, and men start to look past fickle things like appearance. 4. In such a society,
men start to look past appearance? I don't think so. I don't think so, man. There's a lot of maybes here. A lot of maybes here. Okay, let's finish up. Let's finish up with this.
Even women previously marginalized due to appearance, disability, or social status are not left behind. Even they end up part of a good, stable marriage. 3. 100% of the participants in our study confirmed that men with more than one wife lead more fulfilling and complete lives. 2. It has been proven by marriage counselors and researchers that men who openly admit to having more than one wife are seen as more honorable than men who try to hide their secret lovers from their current spouse as mistresses, side chicks, and prostitutes, etc. 1. Polygamy is more in line with the innate nature of both men and women. This is evident in nature, where we see all the females attracted to the alpha males. This state brings out the best in men as lovers, companions, fathers, providers, and leaders. This characteristic of men is a natural attraction for women. For these 15 reasons, we can conclude that men who have more than one wife stay younger for longer, and one man is more than capable of keeping multiple women happy and content.
Whoa. Whoa. Well, how do y'all feel about that? Can one man keep multiple wives happy and content? I don't know. Can they? What y'all think, man? I'm just introducing the subject. I'm just introducing it, right? I'm saying, hey, is is the polygamous life? Is it what's gonna save us? Is it what's gonna save us? Well, how do we even talk about polygamy? I'm gonna just talk. This was gonna be a short one today, y'all. But how do we get to polygamy, right? How do we get to polygamy, right? I mean, if we look in all of our religious books, right? I'm just going to use the Bible today, but I could use the Quran, I could use the Torah, I could use a bunch of different books, but today we're going to just use the Bible right here, right? If we look at the Old Testament here, let me see what we got here. What we got? Now I want y'all to tell me, right? So let's see. Let me pull up my Bible. Let me put my Bible. My Bible. Let me see. Here we go. Here's my Bible. My Bible. All right. All right, y'all. Let's see. This is First Kings. Man, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Here we go, y'all. Let's see what First Kings says. First Kings says about our brother Solomon. Our brother Solomon. Let's see what he says. This is First Kings 11, 1 through 3. It says, but King Solomon loved many strange women. Let's read that again. But King Solomon loved many strange women. Together with the daughter of Pharaoh. Interracial dating? Women of the Moabites. Oh no, not the women of the Moabites. Ammonites. Oh no, women of the Ammonites. Oh no. How about the Edomites? Holy smokes. Holy smokes. How about women of the Zidonians?
Ain't nothing out this late but the devil.
Holy smoke, the Xenonins. Is something going wrong here? Solomon, pull over. Pull over, Solomon. Pull over. Oh, I forgot the Hittites. He's the Hittites. Hittites. Are you supposed to be kicking it with the Hittite women? Oh no. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, this is just 11 and 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women. Strange women. What do you mean by strange women, Clarence? What does they mean by strange women? That means he loved women that wasn't from his own area, his own and he was told to not kick it with certain women. Shout out to Don Frank, by the way. Shout out to Don Frank. Good to have you in the building, sis. He was told to stay away from certain women, right? And matter of fact, Israel was supposed to, the Israelis, they were supposed to stay away from certain women, right? Did he do it? No, right? So we're gonna talk about it. Check it out. Check it out. But King Solomon loved many strange women together with the daughter of Pharaoh. Interracial dating, y'all.
Ain't nothing out this late but the devil.
Right? Women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Sidonians, and the Hittites. Holy smokes. All right, y'all, let's continue. Let's move on. Of the nations concerning which the Lord had said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go in unto them. Wait a minute, let's go back. Wait a minute, let's go back. Of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go in to them. Okay, it was a no-fly zone. All these people is no-fly zones, right? They're supposed to be no-fly zone for the children of Israel, which Solomon is supposed to be one of, right? All right, neither shall they come in unto you, for surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon clave unto these in love, right? Solomon was, he was, what do you call that? The women love Solomon, man. Like the ladies love Rico, the ladies love Solomon, right? It was all over him. And he was all over them, right? Even though he was told not to do that, right? All right, y'all. All right. Clarence, you making this up, Clarence. Clarence, you making this up. How you gonna say this, Clarence? You making this up. Oh, no. This is the King James Version right here. 1 Kings 11, 1 through 3. Here we're gonna do 3 now. This is hey, y'all women that don't like polygamy, hold on to your hat. Hold on to your church hat. Number 3. And he had 700 wives. Let's back that up. And he, Solomon, King Solomon, had 700, not 7. Vaughn, I know you thought I said 7 wives. No. I said 700 wives. Princesses. Wait a minute. You mean you have more stuff than wives? How can you have 700 wives and keep going? Damn. As we say down here in sunny Los Angeles, damn. Right? Damn. He has 700 wives, princesses. I mean, he has 700 wives. He has to throw some princesses in there, right? That's like going to White Castle. Yeah, give me some, give me 700 burgers. Give me 700 sliders and, throw me 700 fries in there too. You gonna eat more? You gonna eat even after you ate the 700 sliders? Yeah. I need more. I need more. Say he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines. Wait. Wait a minute. 300 concubines. 300 concubines. What is a concubine? What is a concubine? Yeah, something's wrong here, man. Something's wrong here. Let's look up the word concubine. Let's look up the word concubine. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Because maybe it's me. Maybe, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Let's see here what we got. Let's see what we got, y'all. It says concubine. In polygamous societies, a woman who lives with a man but has lower status than his wife or wives. A mistress. Let's see what a concubine does. Concubine, cohabitation of a man and a woman without full sanctions of legal marriage. The word is derived from Latin con, with, and kuber, to lie. The Judeo-Christian term concubine has generally been applied exclusively to women, although a cohabitating male may also be called a concubine. Oh, whoa, holy smokes. You know one thing y'all ain't gonna be able to say? Clarence didn't break it all the way down for you. Clarence didn't break it all the way down for you. And if you really want this broken down, go on over to the village. Go on over to Polo TV in the village, man. Let them break it. And I might ask him to piggyback on this and break this situation down, man. All right, so anyway, here we go. Here we go. Let's do it again. Let's do it again, y'all. Remember the show? Remember the movie? Let's do it again. Shout out to the Staple Singers, right? Shout out to Pop Staples and Staple Singers. Maybe Staples. Let's do it again. Do it again. Let's do it again. Clarence, we don't need you to sing, Clarence. Clarence, we don't need you to sing. We need you to just break this stuff down. Okay. All right, so we out here at Kings, First Kings. Now I got a whole notebook here that's full of places in the Bible where polygamy is talked about, right? But right now I'm just gonna take Solomon. Solomon is probably the main dude that's known for the most being active, right? It says, but King Solomon loved many strange women. Many strange women, right? Many strange women. What you mean strange women, Clarence? What do you mean? Strange women. What you talking about? What you talking about, Clarence? Well, according to this, the children of Israel, they wasn't supposed to get out with nobody else except they were supposed to keep it in house, right? They're supposed to keep the holy water in house. But Solomon was like, F that. A lot of these women is beautiful, including the oppressor, Pharaoh, right? His daughters was, you know what I'm saying? Solomon was, slipping them the rod, right? The women of the Moabites. Oh no. The Ammonites, Edomites, Sidonians, and Hittites. So Solomon was all over the road. Okay, let's go down to number 2. Of the nations concerning which the Lord said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go in unto them, neither shall they come up into you. Uh-oh. Solomon, pull over. You doing too much, as they say in the streets. You're doing too much. But did God punish him? No. Even though God admitted to, hey man, you off the reservation. What's going on, man? You out here like you on your own. What's the deal? I already told you what you're supposed to be doing. What's going on? Vaughn said, he had a whole nation of side women. He had a whole nation of women. Yeah, he did. Now, here's the question, Vaughn. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Well, it's obviously a bad thing, the women that he did it with, but would it have been a bad thing if he had just kept it in-house, right? If he was just running through the women in Israel, would there have been a problem? We don't know. We don't know. That's never cleared up. The problem, it looks like, is that he was with all these women of these other tribes that he wasn't supposed to be getting down with. But if y'all want a clearer breakdown for that, y'all can go to Bolo for that one. All right, y'all. Let's look at it like this, man. Let's see now. Can polygamy right? You know that sound, Risa? You better pull on over, right? I ain't heard that in a long time, man. I ain't got pulled over in a long time, man. So I mean, I guess since I you know, look like an old man now, I was like, I used to get pulled over all the time. I used to get pulled over, not all the time, excuse me, a lot. I used to get pulled over a lot, right? I used to get pulled over, man. I'd be like, why am I getting pulled over, man? And I would get pulled over by white cops, black cops. I used to get pulled over a lot. But I guess I was looking like somebody who needed to get pulled over to get checked out, right? And so, but now, man, nowadays, not so much, man. I don't know. I guess maybe God is like, so the spirit is in me so much, man. People just like, you know what? That's not the one, man. It ain't gonna, what we gonna get out of messing with him? But Solomon was on one. Solomon was on one, right? He was like, man, I'm gonna get it. I know I ain't supposed to do it, but I'm gonna get it anyway. And what did God say to him? He said, man, you know what? You went off the radar, you went off the road, man, but guess what? He said, because of your father David, I'm gonna respect him, and I'm gonna take all this away from you when you gone. He said, but I ain't gonna do it while you alive. I'm gonna wait till you gone, right? It's like the Godfather, right? When Michael said, hey, don't let nothing happen to him while my mother's alive. So to talk about Fredo, right? Don't let nothing happen to Fredo while I'm alive, while my mother's alive. But when my mother passed away, adios amigo, right? My mother's no longer here, adios amigo. But as long as my mother's alive, don't let nothing happen to him, right? The mother passed away. What they do? We're gonna take you out on this fishing boat. Oh, okay. And Fredo knew what was gonna happen, right? Yeah. I'm gonna take the little boy out. At the last minute, what they do? They call the little boy back. Hey, you're not going, but they're gonna still go out there, right? You and Rocco, right? Well, Rocco, Rocco. There ain't no other fishing pole out here. It's just one fishing pole. What you gonna be doing while I'm fishing, Rocco? I'm gonna be dropping this lead into your dome, right? Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Right? So God said, hey, look, Solomon, check this out. You went way off the rails, man. You went way off the rails. But because of the faith of your father, I'm gonna spare you. I'm gonna spare you personally. But Israel itself, because they was rolling with you, I'm taking all this away from them. Ouch. Ouch. He said, but I ain't gonna do it to him until you not here no more. That's when I'm gonna get at him. Okay, so we see that. So like I said, man, what's the issue? What's the real issue? Is the issue that he had women, or was the issue that he had women, strange women? I think it was more the issue that he had strange women, and it was a list of, there was a no-fly zone he had, and he didn't respect that. Right? Right? He wanted to be Big Daddy to all of these women. Holy smokes. You gotta imagine the kind of money you gotta have to have 700 wives. That's some serious paper you gotta have, man. You gotta have some serious paper to take care of 700 wives. Let's say 700 wives, 50% of them have children. That's 350 children you got to take care of, man. And that's the wives. Now comes the princesses. You got to take care of princesses. You know, princess needs a handmaid. They need an assistant. They need all this other support, right? Quote unquote. You gotta have money to do that. Guess he did, right? I guess he did. I guess he had wealth, right? Then he had 300 concubines. He had 300 concubines. I want you to think about this for just a minute. Why did he have concubines instead of wives? Why couldn't they all be wives? Why did he have concubines? I guess he was smashing and dashing, right? I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there, right? But I mean, we can speculate. Maybe he was out there smashing and dashing, or maybe he did some of the ones he hit. He just said, "Hey, man, I don't feel like I'm gonna ever come back this way again. So, but I'll take care of you, whatever." You got to have money to have 300 concubines plus 700 wives, princesses. That's money. But he had it, right? Now, question is, how can you father all those children, right? You're not there. They're not never seeing you. How can, that's the problem we have today in the Black community with all these single parents, because it's hard for them to get the full experience from both parents when everybody's living in a different household. Anyway, man. What do y'all think, man? What do y'all think? I'm going to show y'all another video, and then we're going to get up out of here, man. Well, I'm going to show y'all another video, man. But I'm going to introduce this. I'm introducing this. Today is just an introduction into our series on polygamy, man, and polygamy. See, people don't really even take that seriously, right? They're so used to just living with their poor results in the heterosexual selection market that they don't even think about, maybe I should, if I'm incompetent in this area, maybe it's just like somebody saying, hey, I use this tax man and I'll get this money back. I get this much money back every year. Why don't you use my tax man, right? You using that person is based off of your trust of the person that's telling you that they got a good person working with them, right? It could work the same way in polygamy, right? It could. I'm not saying it will always, all the time, but it could be that, hey, you realize that you are that, your sexual selecting is off. Therefore, if I'm not competent at doing it and I can't do it properly, but this other person has proved that they have done it properly, maybe I should go based on them. And if they say, hey, look, I think that my husband is a good man. He, I think that he should spread his seed. I can't stay pregnant I got to go to work. But if there's enough of us in the mix, I can be working while you having a baby, and then you have a baby and I'll be working, and and we could work together, and this man could spread his message and his seed out there, and maybe the world could be better. Who knows? Right? But it takes a woman, and then it's a man that you have to convince. See, there's an average, the kind of man that really should be in polygamous relationships. They ain't even wanting it. They ain't even looking for it. They're not even, that's not what they really even want, right? Because they understand that their responsibility goes with that. It's the guys that want the polygamous relationships that don't want the responsibility. They're the ones that's having a real problem. But I say, what good is a polygamous relationship if you can't even handle a monogamous relationship? Like, you can't even get a handle on that. How you gonna go? That's like saying, hey, you know what? I can't drive a B210, but now you will put me in the wheel. You're gonna put me behind an 18-wheeler. That don't make no sense. How you gonna drive an 18-wheeler when you can't even drive a Datsun B210, right? Can't even drive one of these little smart cars, right? How's that gonna work? That's the same thing in relationships. You can't handle a heterosexual relationship. You can't select properly heterosexually. How you gonna do it? I mean, monogamous wise, how you gonna do it? In a poly situation, how's it gonna work? Oh well, because Clarence, see, I just can't. I work better when there's multiple women involved. No, you won't. You're gonna multiply how you are with with one woman, multiply that by 2 or 3 or whatever, right? And then those women have to look at you and say, hey, this man should be out there. He should be, he can handle that. And it won't go to his head, and he won't try to abuse anybody, and he won't try to do that. He should do this. That's how the woman got to look at it. If the woman don't look at it like that, then you're gonna be in a tough spot trying to promote this. But see, that's the reality is that the woman should approach you with it as a man. A woman should approach you with it. A woman should approach you and say, you're the kind of man that deserves that and needs that. You should do that. You are robbing the world of your talent and your ability to handle being with women. You have a good handle on that, and you need to, and I know people that need what you got, and I'm not going to be selfish and keep you to myself since I know you can handle it. That's how the woman, if the woman don't do that, then hey, poly ain't for you and that girl. You just stay on the monogamous situation. But if a woman steps to you like that, maybe you ought to think about it. Maybe you ought to think a woman go say, you know what? Maybe this dude is the real deal. Maybe he's got so much God in him, and that's really what they see. They see God in you, right? No, God don't have no faith. God, man, God put his hand out on all of us. If we ask, he'll put his hand out there, right? We reach for his hand, he'll reach for his. He'll reach for yours, right? You take one step towards him, how many is going to take to you? 2, right? Right? Shout out to Sister Inya. Right? Jesus said, what shepherd won't leave the 99 sheep that he already have to go find that one lost sheep? Right? He said, good shepherd gonna go try to find that lost sheep. Bad shepherd gonna say, well, write that one off. Well, hey, the foxes, the wolves got that one. So let me that ain't no big deal. He said, but a good shepherd is gonna leave the 99 that he already got. He gonna lead him to go find that lost sheep. Right? Some of our sisters are lost, man. They lost. They don't know how to sexually select for themselves. And their only option is, they only really got 3 options. They can either be I think they got 4 options. You can be asexual, right? Where you're not looking for a sexual partner. You're not looking for a partner, for a life partner. You're not looking for that, right? You can be and that's not necessarily asexual, but that's just like you're not looking for a partner and you're not looking for sex, right? Because most of the time we select people for life partners, there's a sexual component in there. So to me, I always address it as sexually selecting, right? Because you got to say to yourself, I wouldn't mind having sex with this person, right? Okay, so either they're asexual, or that's one option, right? You can just be asexual, right? You can just say, hey, look, I'm just gonna be by myself. I don't need nobody else. I'm good. I got my own job. I got my own money. I don't need nobody else, right? I just knit these sweaters. That's it. I'm good, right? Or, like the Queen Maker say, there's the lesbianism, right? Shout out to the Queen Maker or the Lesbian Maker, whatever, right? But lesbianism is promoted as a solution to this incompetent sexual selection in the heterosexual market, right? So yeah, you can do that. Or the third option is, hey man, the poly option, right? The poly option, right? You can have polygamous relationships, right? With men and women, or just men, or whatever, right? But the polyamorous lifestyle, where you can take advantage of the competent sexual selecting of other people, right? You can take advantage of that if they'll allow you. And then, of course, the last option is the divesting, and the divesting crowd. Man, that's an uphill battle. That's pushing the rock uphill, and But go ahead. You know what I mean? Have you seen about divesting crowd? To the divesting crowd, we say bon voyage, bon voyage. You know what I'm saying? You get what you're gonna get over there, right? Oh man, okay, y'all. We gonna I can be talking about this for a long time, man. But I know y'all like, man, we done, y'all. We done. We don't want to hear about this, Clarence. We don't. We ain't even considering that. I know in the black community it's not even considered, but we have to look at it from all sides. We have to look at it from all sides. All right, let's go into let's see. Oh, I got another video for y'all, man. I got another video for y'all, and then we're gonna call it a day. We're gonna wrap it up. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. My dad got caught cheating. Here we go.
Great number 6.
My relationship with Chantel was awkward at first, but what I found the hardest to deal with was my dad having an affair. It just really didn't sit right with me.
It was hard for me to hold it together. I don't want to talk about it no more. I've always known that, okay, I think girls are beautiful.
I never had a threesome before. I've never been with a woman before. I'm looking like, okay, well, if we're doing this, we're doing this.
Oh man, you want to set the bacon for me? Can you set the bacon for me? I guess so. My baby, it's my baby, my oldest baby. We are the Porter family. Shalon is my beautiful first wife. We have 2 children together. This is my second wife, Chantel. And last year we had a beautiful baby girl, Soraya, that also came in the picture, expanding our family to a wonderful great number 6. You can consider us polygamous, which is a man with multiple wives.
Alex and Shalon met when they were teenagers, and they had their 2 children before they turned 20. They've been together for over 20 years.
There's a special bond that me and Alex have just because we've grown up together and we've persevered over so much.
As the couple entered into adulthood, Shalon began to suspect that Alex was having an affair.
He stopped coming home after work. Every day after work, he just come home, shower, I'm going to hang out with the boys. Come home, shower, I'm going to hang out with the boys. And eventually something just told me, hey, just look at his phone. And when I opened up his phone, he had screenshots of him and her. And then I had texted him what I seen, and he actually just told me, I'm seeing someone else. I don't want to talk about it no more. Can I pause for a tissue?
So this brother, man, unfortunately, man, he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, and he explained to the girl, hey, I'm doing this. Now, obviously there's something more that he wanted out of maybe sexually, or maybe companionship wise, or maybe spiritually wise. There was something more that he wanted, and he felt like he couldn't get it from his wife. So he went ahead and started double dipping over here with the girlfriend, and the wife found out about it. Now, one of the crazy things about it is the wife said, hey, well, let's bring her into it. Since you want this, I guess her fear of him leaving was so great that she decided, hey, look, man, I'd rather let's let you do it. Because, right, what a normal person would have did is say, hey, man, you violated me with that. Let's go to counseling. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's try to figure it out. Or I'm out, right? Some people say, hey, man, that's a deal breaker. The fact that you cheated on me, or you did this behind my back, what else you doing behind my back, right? But this lady said, hey, look, man, I got a love bond with this man or whatever. I'm going to ride with it. A matter of fact, right? Color Purple, right? I don't know what. How you say? I don't know who gonna let they husband have they hoe at the dinner table, right? Shout out to Adolph Caesar, right? But hey, you know, she let him bring his girlfriend in, and now she's a wife, right? She's no longer a concubine, she's a wife, right? Allegedly, right? Obviously, it's not, he can't legally marry her because that would make him a polygamist, right? And that is illegal, according to the feds, right? Maybe in Utah you can do that, but you know, federally, it's no bueno. But that's how they living. Now, what I wanted y'all to see was how the daughter was reacting to the situation, man. The daughter, the grown daughter, had to kind of overcome her, you know, hesitation, or you can move out, right? But the daughter's like, hey, I'm still here, so I got to get used to this. I got to deal with it, right? And I guess they all living in the same house, right? But here's, man, you know, this is the thing. Polygamy is not one of them things where it's going to be like, oh, well, yeah, you know, it's always good. It's like any other relationship, man. You got to have good days, you got to have bad days, right? You have good days, you're going to have bad days. So I'm not trying to sell it either way. You know, I'm not trying to sell polygamy anyway. Only thing I'm saying is it a solution? I'm asking the question. Is it a solution? Can it be used as a solution? If we can, if they can say that lesbianism is a solution for pookie picking, I don't know if lesbianism in itself is going to be a solution. I don't know if divesting in itself is the solution. I think the thing that's the problem is the pookie picking. And if you're going to do poly, if you still making pookie pickings, even if you into the poly lifestyle, you're going to pick pookie pickers that do poly lifestyle, right? And you really probably going to get the same results as if you was monogamously pookie picking. That's why the pookie picking need to be addressed. But we don't have nobody out here addressing the pookie picking except yours truly that's saying, hey, man, it's a result of the pookie picking is a result of incompetence in sexual selecting. Oh, Clarence, what you talking about? Clarence, you just talking, Clarence. See, I'm out here, I'm getting it, man. I'm getting all these women. I'm getting all these women. I'm getting all these men. I ain't got no trouble getting no man. I ain't got no trouble getting no man. I get men all up in my DMs. I get men all in my Instagram. I get men all in my Facebook. I got men all in my DMs. They always texting me, good morning, good morning, good morning. That's how someone would sound, right? I ain't got no trouble, Clarence. Clarence, I got no trouble. That's you. You wish you could be with me. You wish you could be with me. I ain't got no problem getting no man. Right? I know you ain't got no problem getting no man. You got a vagina. You ain't never had no problem getting no man. Now, the problem's going to come is the caliber and the type of relationship they're going to want to have with you. That's the only issue. That's the only issue, right? That's the only issue. And I'm saying I want our women, those of them that want it too, to have access to the better men, access to great men. But how are you going to have access to great men when you're incompetent at sexual selecting? See, you won't even follow. See, I will tell you, see, the problem that most black women have is they think the party's going to keep on going. They don't realize that, man, you only got a short time at the party. You're only going to be the belle of the ball for a short time. After that, it's other people's turn. Other people are coming on, getting on the elevator, and it's going to be, they're going to be in the front. You're going to get pushed all the way to the back. Right? You're going to be so far back, you can't even push the floor where you're supposed to get off on, right? It's going to let you off in the basement. That just happens with all of us. So at a certain time. So therefore, the best time to try to sexual select is when you at your highest market value. You at your highest market value, sexual market value. That should be the best time you can. That is what you are. Your beauty appearance is supposed to help you do is select from the best, not the worst. But a lot of these women, they select these dudes based on their swag. Oh, well, they got swag, Clarence. Yeah, so they selecting the best of the worst instead of the best of the rest, best of the best. And then they don't even know how to approach men. See, the church told you wrong. The church told you, hey, your ship is going to come in. A man is going to come find you. Hey, Sister Annie, there's a man out here waiting on you right now. What, right now for me? Yeah. He said that God sent him to your front door, and he's ready to go. Really? See, we think like that. Not Sister Annie in particular, but I'm just saying there's sisters out here that think like that, right? They think like that, and they instead of saying, "Hey, look." In today's marketplace, there was a time where you could say, "Hey, I'm a woman, and you got to approach me, right? You got to approach me." Good dudes don't have to approach nobody. I'm trying to tell you, man. So many people fighting over them. The smart women are fighting over them. While I think a lot of time in the Black community, because being an intelligent or articulating yourself in a way without all that street slang and street swag, if you articulate yourself like that, the sisterhood will look at you like, ugh, I need to do it with the swag, right? Okay, but if that's all you looking for and you don't test the man character, there's some dudes with swag that got good character, but you got to look for it. But I think especially in the Black community, man, a lot of our sisters, man, they feel like, hey, I got men all over me. I'm 22 years old. I got men all over me. The party ain't never gonna stop. But no, the party is gonna stop sooner or later. The party's gonna stop. And if you don't select good for yourself, unfortunately, while you out here trying to select, if you don't learn how to select properly, you're gonna select somebody, man, that you just was getting with for some other trivial reason, instead of the fact that your spirit, you connected spiritually, right? That's when they say you unevenly yoked, right? Right? You unevenly yoked. That means that your spirit and this person's spirit are moving in different directions. You want both of your spirits to be parallel and moving in the same direction. You don't hear me. You don't hear me. That's why, man. And our post sisters are going out here, man, thinking that, man, just having a rocking body is going to be what they got. That's what's going to constantly have the dudes coming at them, right? Okay, so they coming at you now. But eventually, they're going to stop coming at you. Eventually. That's just the way life is. That's just the way life works, right? Nothing lasts forever. A candle don't even burn forever, right? A candle, eventually the flame will get down to the wick and it's just done. Okay, same thing for beauty appearance, man. It'll burn down to the wick and then it's done. And then what you got? See, if the person don't really love you and ain't connected to you spiritually, when them looks are gone, they're going to be gone too. Nobody's going to look the same 20 years later. You ain't going to look the same. Let's throw an illness in there. Let's throw a car accident in there. Let's throw a heart attack in there. Come on now. Come on. Let's throw a chronic illness in there. You ain't gonna look the same. So if the person really ain't connected to you, man, you gonna be like, I'm out. Right? You want to connect with people, man. So how do you connect with people? You got to learn. You got to learn. Hey, ask your brother. Ask your brother. Ask your little brother over here. How you connect with people. You got to connect with somebody, especially in a sexual selection situation. You gotta connect them properly. You go into it already knowing that sex is probably going to be expected at some point. So you don't have to connect with that. But you want to connect with the person spiritually, emotionally. First, spiritually, man. Do you have the same kind of vibe I got? You ain't rocking at the same level I'm rocking at. You ain't vibrating at the same level I'm vibrating on. Come on, man. I know, man, I'm talking, man, and I know I'm talking, man, and the people just like, man, Clarence, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. But it's the truth, man. It's the truth. Shout out to Brother Vaughn. What's going on, Brother Vaughn?
What is going on, Brother Clarence?
What's happening, man?
Man, I'm just sitting here chilling, man, listening to you on here. How you doing?
I'm doing well, brother. I'm doing well. I see that we probably gonna pick up the people on the playback. So I'm saying, hey, you know, I can go get my hair cut, man. I'm going to cut this thing short.
Well, listen, I'm not gonna be on here long. I just wanted to get up here and touch bases with you about this topic here.
I'm glad you did, man. What do you think, brother? What do you think?
Well, basically, you know, I prefer monogamy, of course.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, to each his own, you know.
Right.
I just don't see it an advantage for me to have more than one wife. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I'm not able to be as attentive to the many wives as I would be to the one.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then there's a lot of jealousy and different things that could, you see what I'm saying, go down between the wives and all kind of messiness. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And but wow, you know, Solomon with the 700 wives, you know, when you brought out that one, I said, man, plus he had like what, 300 side pieces?
300 concubines.
Man, well, those are side pieces, right?
Oh, those are side pieces. Okay, yeah, you're right, Vaughn.
Yeah, but anyway, man, yeah,
I don't understand
how
you got time for side pieces when you got 700 wives.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
My wife don't give me no time for no side pieces.
Exactly.
And I got one wife.
And look, how can you please all of those wives?
Well, it didn't say Solomon pleased all these wives.
Yeah,
it just said Solomon had them.
Yeah, well, that's true, right?
Right.
But no, I didn't get up here to be up here long, man. I just, excuse me, I just came up to, you know, show some support. I know that we're going to be doing a series on this. By the way,
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay.
You sound great, brother.
Okay, because you know I'm still warring with this equipment over here, and you know if I had hair, I would be pulling it out. So I'm just trying different settings and different things like that. But yeah, man, you know, I'm really not with the you know, polygamy and all of that stuff. You know, I believe in a more traditional American a form of marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, pretty much. But as we delve into the topic, you know, and as I begin to do more research, I'm sure that there are some pros and some cons. I think you talked about some of the pros.
Yeah.
And cons.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna talk. Well, today we just lightly hitting it, but we're gonna get into the pros. Then we're gonna get into the cons. Then we're gonna talk to some people, man, that you know that actually live in this situation and how it could go good, how it could go bad. You know, all of that stuff, you know. So we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna talk to other, ain't just people like us, because we know the nuances of monogamy, but we don't know the nuances of polygamy, right? There must be some nuances in there that we don't know about, because I'm assuming you could multiply the situation in monogamy times 2 or 3, right? And you could probably have and multiply the jealousy by 2 or 3, multiply the envy by 2 or 3. I mean, you can multiply everything by 2 or 3, right?
Right.
So, but we're gonna get into that, Vaughn. We're gonna get into that, man. Like I said, man, I'm just kind of you know, putting the icing on the cake and trying to show you guys what we're gonna talk about and how we're gonna try to break it down. So, because could polygamy be a solution for all of these women that don't have men? Could it be a solution?
I believe in obeying the laws of the land, and we live here in America, so I believe that type of lifestyle is illegal out here, isn't it?
Well, marrying two people is illegal. I think sexually being with two people, that's not illegal. And that's typically what's going
sex
on.
outside of a marriage is considered fornication in the Bible, right?
Well, that's the Bible.
Oh,
that's
okay.
The Bible. I thought you were talking about
that's where I'm at with it, but I am willing to have the conversation because there may be something that I can learn about it. Not that I'm going to go over to that side, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're just talking about it, man. We just having a conversation about it.
Well, I'm gonna let you go, Brother Clarence, because you sound like you're in a hurry.
No, I ain't in a hurry, man. I just I could see that, I don't want to, spend 5 hours.
I get it.
And hold two people up when we could, saying I'm just doing the intro of it. And then, but, you always welcome, man. Anytime, come up here, stay and whatever, right? So, it's on you, brother.
All right, man. Well, I will bid you adieu, and I will see you on the next program.
All right, man. I'll see you on the next program. By the way, you cheated. Bye, Vaughn. Did you like that, y'all? Did y'all like that? I got rid of Vaughn real quick. Vaughn, man, you got the helping hand from Arshad. Shout out to Vaughn. Shout out to Sister Eddie. By the way, the Any Camp won yesterday. Can you believe that? Shout out to the Harris Tribe, by the way. If you guys haven't already subscribed to the Harris Tribe, go on over to the Harris Tribe and check them out over there, man. Also, some great content creators over there. Great content creators. Okay, man. Look, so here we are. We're talking about the polygamy, right? Like I said, we're doing a series on this. I'm opening it up and introing it up today. Just kind of giving you guys a feel for it. And some people can make it work. And of course, some people can't make it work, just like monogamy, right? There's some people can make monogamy work and some people can't make it work, right? So I think that it could be a solution. It could be. We got to dig into it and see. Right? If so many women are having problems with long-term relationships with men, maybe their sexual selection that they're doing is they're incompetent at the sexual selection. Maybe they could take advantage of the competency of another person and join on to that. Maybe that would help us. Wouldn't be all these children going into foster care, right? Maybe not. What kind of impact would this have on children? If there was a man that was willing to take them in and take them on, who knows? Maybe we could get the foster care situation to where we don't have to spend all that money on foster care. We could spend it on education. We could take the money that we spending on foster care. If we had these poly relationships, if that was becoming a trend in the Black community, the money that we spending on WIC and the money that the government's spending on WIC and all this other stuff, man, aid to families and all that, instead of spending all that money there, since we got a man in the house taking care of all these kids, we can spend more money on education. When I was coming up, there was so much money being spent on education. Of course, the union buster Ronald Reagan came in and took that money and put it into the real estate market, the secondary real estate market, and destroyed the loan the lending industry. Just destroyed the lending industry almost, right? And then of course, the crash hit when George Bush Sr. took over, right? But they never bring up the fact that Ronald Reagan took all that money from the education budget, right? Because he said, why should we if you really want your kids to do well, put them in private school, get a better job and go to private school, put them in private school. In theory, that makes sense in theory. But in reality, that's not what's happening here in America. America was on crack at the time. Hard on crack. Really going down. Right? We trying to, Harris Tribe said, Westernized Americans think with their horny brains only and fear can't forget fear. Yeah. I see you, Harris Tribe. I understand. You know, that's why I say, man, I think we got to open our minds. Not to say that, you know, it is the solution. I don't know if polygamy is the solution, but it is a solution. It's on the table, right? It's something on the table. And we got to explore it to realistically. Most of us, like, it's based on our feelings. Oh, I ain't gonna share my man. I ain't gonna share my man with nobody. I ain't gonna share my woman with nobody. Right? It's based on feelings. But it's not rooted in what's actually best for the kids. It's not best. What will be better for the kids? You staying single by yourself, not you, Harris Tribe, but I'm just saying, a woman staying single by herself, or a woman. There's a woman that picked a good man already. The woman that picked a good man, and that woman says, "Hey, sis, I see you out here struggling. Let me ask you something. You know, are you open to, you know, the poly lifestyle? Because me and my husband wouldn't mind taking you and your children in. Now, of course, we're going to have to set some rules up of how codes of conduct up. But if we can get past that, are you open to that? Because I see your kids out here struggling. And my man, he's able to take care of you, not only my kid, my children, our children that he's got with me, but the children that you got, and not only you, but your children. And maybe you might be able to give him some other children to take care of. This man can do it. I know this man. I've been with this man for 20 years. I know this man, his heart. I know this man's spirit. He could do it. And he won't be neglectful. And if he is, we'll tell him. He's the kind of person that will respond to correction. Right? He ain't perfect, but he'll respond to correction. But what do most women say? Yeah, girl, no. No. I never do that. I just be out here struggling. You know what I'm saying? I let the government raise my kids, right? And the government is raising our children, and they don't know how to relate. They don't know how to respond. They don't know how to handle anything. The men don't know how to be men. The women don't know how to be women. We all big kids running around based on our desires, not chasing our desires, not chasing duty and responsibility. Like I said before, this society has removed pleasure. Pleasure was supposed to be a reward for keeping your duty. Just like I told y'all, I just read y'all about Solomon. Solomon wasn't supposed to have all them women outside of his duty, but he did. Not only did he have women outside his duty, he had women outside of what he was supposed to do. He wasn't supposed to deal with all these different types of women, according to the law of Israel. But he went and did it anyway. Why? Because he didn't have to do no work to get them. See, pleasure is a reward for keeping your duty and responsibility and doing what you're supposed to do and succeeding at that. That pleasure is supposed to be. That's why when you see, the Minister Farrakhan taught us that you see these boxers, that's why women are so attracted to them after they complete their task. Because why? Because women is inside of her is pleasure, and she knows it's pleasure for you inside of her, and so she want to give you that pleasure after she see you do the work. After she's seen you do the work, she respect that, and she is drawn to you that you are willing to work that hard for your goals and stay disciplined for your goals. Y'all don't hear me, man. Y'all ain't trying to hear me, man. Harris Sharp said the girl's gonna say no because I said no. No other reason, logical reason besides selfishness. Yeah, I mean, but see, the thing is, Harris Sharp, some people are women in this today's culture based on Ricky Lake, based on Tyra Banks, real, right? I'm fierce, real. Wendy Williams and the whole train of them. That hey, a woman's supposed to, you supposed to just be this animal to deal with, and because they love you so much, you always pushing the line farther and just telling them how much you ain't gonna do. And the more you say I ain't gonna do this, then the more he's supposed to take it on the chin and say, girl, that's why I'm with you, girl. That's why I'm with you, girl. That's why I'm with you. And the girl say, I don't do no windows. I don't do this. I don't do that. I ain't gonna have a job. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna be sitting here all day. I'm gonna send them kids to public school, and I ain't gonna even help them with their homework. I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna even cook you nothing to eat. You lucky I'm washing your clothes, right? And we as men, they taught us as men, we supposed to be go running into that, right? Hey, I'm running to you. You ain't gonna do this, you ain't gonna do that, you gonna do this, and you want to marry me? Oh man, you think we should get married? Oh, I should want to marry you. And so everybody's all over the road. Everybody's over the road. And the hair tribe say, on top of that, a woman will tell a man they are adopting or surrogating or fostering or mentoring a child they choose without consent. It's all about control. It's just the way that the women have been misled, especially from the 90s up until now, with all of these people, like the people I mentioned, they've been misled, right? And then you look at the people's lives that misled you. Ricky Lake, big divorce. Tyra Banks, no man. Wendy Williams, big divorce. Who else out there? All of these people, man, that had all these shows to tell you how to run your life. Look at their life. They got nothing going on. They ain't got no serious man in their life. They just got men running through and hitting, running through them. Vaughn said, all right, Brooklyn, you hilarious. I ain't gonna forget you moving me off like that. Keep your head on a swivel. Oh man, we had so much fun over, man. We had so much fun on Critically Drinking, man. Shout out to Critically Drinking, man. We had so much fun over there, man. We was just out there being crazy. We was out there. But Vaughn, man, you gotta say, man, Arshawn did it. Man. Now I gotta say, he did the same thing for us, right? But I mean, man, it helped y'all the most, man. Y'all was able to squeak by us by doing that, man. By Arshawn helping everybody out. So I'm saying, but we gonna go back over there, Vaughn, and we gonna see. But shout out to Vaughn Bryan, man. Good sport, man. Everybody, all the people, man. Sister Annie, OG Patrice, man. Everybody over there, Yellow Bree. Everybody over there, everybody over here. Good sports, man. Everybody, we were just having a good time, man. We had a blast. Anyway, let me get back on this, man. The women are just, yeah, man. A lot of the women don't even want to look at it. Now, this is what I'm saying, Harris Tribe. A lot of women just don't even want to look at it, right? Because they say, oh no, me sharing a man? Oh no, I'm competent. See, they really think they're competent. It's the men that's not competent. It's the men that's the problem, right? It's the pool of men that they pull it from. No, it's you. You the incompetent person because you picking people that you picking people that are you pookie picking. And that the pookie picking is not being addressed, right? Everybody just say, oh, it's just the men that's so bad. Or the men do the same thing. It's just the women so bad. So I need a passport so I can fly across the way. And there's going to be better men, better women out there. So I'm just, no, but you ain't addressing the Shaniqua selecting. You still selecting Shaniquas. So you still going to go over there and select Shaniquas. That's the Shaniqua selecting and the Pookie picking has to be addressed. Why are you picking people like this? And why are people like this showing up to you? That's the question. That's the issue. So people think they solution. Shout out to the Harris Tribe. No, y'all got the best chemistry in the Harris Tribe. We try to be like y'all, man. Y'all got awesome chemistry over there. But yeah, man, the people are trying to solve this. They're trying to solve the problem of picking pookies by going and picking and saying, well, I'm just going not pick or I'm going well, Princella is saying lesbianism is a solution. That's a solution on the table. That's a solution on the table. I don't agree with it. I don't think that's why, because I don't think it's a solution to this issue. The issue is, why am I interested or motivated or aroused by people that are pookies? Why am I aroused like that? I need to fix that. Once I fix that, then I won't even see these people. I won't even include them in my selection process. But unfortunately, man, we just keep including these people in our selection process, and that's why we keep getting the results we getting. And then you got a little dude like me over here saying, hey, I'm trying to stop you. Hey, this is the reason why you having all these problems, because you ain't addressing this. Clarence, what you know? You ain't out here. You don't know how it is. Women is different today. That's what they tell me. Women is different today. They really look like they got breasts and they got a vagina. They're pretty much the same. far as I can see. Maybe you got something else going on, man. But as far as I can see, women are pretty much the same, man. They're pretty much the same. But this is me, and I'm talking about, I'm introducing y'all to the poly series, man. We start talking about the polygamous lifestyle. We're gonna look at it. We're gonna explore it. Can it help the Black community? So many women are having horrible results where even it's coming to the issue of morbidity for them. We having so much bad results based on our selection process. So I'm saying it's got to be something wrong in the selection process. That's just simple deduction. It can't be that all Black men are bad. They're not all bad. None of us are perfect, but not all Black men are bad. Some of us recognize when we have a woman that what comes with that. But see, some of us don't. And those are the ones that keep getting selected. The people that don't have no real desire for, and they don't know where pleasure is supposed to take place. Pleasure is supposed to be a reward for keeping our duty. That's why pleasure was introduced, right? You see Adam, man. You see Adam in the garden, man. He was working. There were no trophies. Wasn't nothing, man. It wasn't no attaboys. It was like, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. Oh, okay, I'm doing it. But God said, man, look at this man. This man worked hard. He should have some pleasure in his life. He should. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to give him somebody who's close to his heart. Unfortunately, man, he did like Solomon, man. He went off the reservation. Right? And then the woman went off the reservation. Right? The woman went off the reservation. If she was told, hey, don't do this. Who told you that? The God that brought you and me here. Oh, okay. Let another man slide into her DMs. Hey, don't listen to that dude. He caping for this dude, man. He caping for a dude you can't even see. When's the last time you seen God? He came down and talked to you. Well, I haven't really said anything to me. Come on, dog. He playing you. He just don't want you to get smart. See, if you eat that fruit, you're gonna get smart. He don't want you to be smart. He wants you to stay stupid. That way he can still keep pimping you. He is? Yeah, girl, he take advantage of you. Don't listen to him. Listen to me. I care about you. See, I'm talking to you. Baby girl, I know Baby girl, I know you don't want to listen. You don't want nobody tell you what to do. No, I don't. Okay, well then, hey, man, don't listen to that dude because he's lying to you. I'm telling you the truth. Go eat the piece of the fruit. See if you die. Crunch. See, you ain't dead. You ain't dead. They've been lying to you. I'm telling you, baby girl, they've been lying to you. Right? Here come Adam. Eve, where you at, girl? Devil said, you know what? Hey, I got a jet real quick. I forgot, man. I left my cell phone back at the house. I'll get with you later, though. But yeah, keep eating that fruit, man. It's good, man. I'm trying to tell you. Ain't nothing going to happen to you. A peace. Gone, right? Sometimes we just listen to the wrong people, and they ain't got our best interests at heart. But anyway, man, we gonna get it. We gonna get into this whole poly thing, man. All right, y'all. That was it for today, man. We're gonna cut it. We're gonna stop it right here. The next time we're gonna be back, probably maybe Thursday. Maybe Thursday. Maybe Sunday. Who knows? We might go all week. It's gonna take me time to put this poly thing together, man. I'm trying to bring some people over that can talk about the benefits of the poly situation, man. so we can get a good idea of what's going on, right, with this poly situation. All right, y'all. Let's see. Let's get up out of here, man. Let's get up out of here, man. Because definitely I appreciate all of y'all that stayed and checked in, man. I appreciate y'all. And you know what I'm saying? Come back and check us out for the poly series. All right, y'all. Who I have on the well, first, before I go on stage, let's talk about the chat. The chat is where it's at. Shout out to everybody who showed up in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate all of y'all, man. Go check out everybody in the chat. All the content, all the amazing content creators we got in the chat, man. Go check them out, man. Go check them out, man. Oh, Clarence, you just caping for the Harris tribe. Yeah, I am a little bit, but I mean, not because, see, like I said, man, a lot of these people don't agree with me on everything, right? So I just enjoy them. I just enjoy them. Even though I may not agree with what them say, I enjoy the way they express their position on things, right? I same thing critically drinking. I enjoy the way that you know, Marshawn may not agree with me, Yellow may not agree with me, Bree may not agree with me, but I enjoy the way they set up the position so that I could look at it and I could say, man, I learned something from that, right? Same thing with the Harris tribe. I learned something from that. Even Bolo, same thing. I learned something from that. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, all right, I see it this way. Now I see why they said that. They said that because they see it this way. But shout out to the whole chat, man. Everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all for coming out and you know, staying for whoever stayed as long as they did. Shout out to y'all and appreciate you. Glad to have Risa back. Got our sniper back. Shout out to Risa, man. Glad to have you in the building. All right, that's the chat. The chat is where it's at. Very strong performance. Very solid as always. Very solid performance as always. Thank you, chat, for showing through, man. Appreciate y'all. Okay, who came on the stage today? We only had one person. Von Bryant, man, our brother Von Bryant came through, man. I let him pull himself down there. I said, I got him. I said, Von, y'all cheated. Nobody cheated, y'all. Nobody cheated. Just Arshawn gave us all a helping hand. And you know, Sister Annie, the Annie camp took advantage of it. That's all. They took advantage of it, man. But you know, I'm gonna still give him a hard time about that. But shout out to him, man. We had a great time over there, man. We had lots of fun. Oh man. Okay. You know what would be a good one? The Harris tribe. Hey, Rashawn, if you out there, man, the Harris tribe. Bring the Harris tribe over there, play the game with the Harris tribe, man. That ought to be a good one too. That's gonna be a real good one. All right, let's see. Vaughn was up here, man. What did y'all think about Vaughn? We won fair and square. Okay, Vaughn. I don't know about the fair. I don't know about the square. Well, I don't know about the fair and square part. I don't know about the square part. Maybe he was fair on the whole, you know, giving everybody a leg up. But the square part, I don't know, Vaughn. I don't know. All right, y'all. We have Von Bryant up here today. What y'all think about Vaughn, man? Always solid, man. Vaughn is always solid. Always welcome up here, man. And you know what I'm saying? So Vaughn is always solid. Shout out to Von Bryant. Very great helper of ours over here. And is trying to put Clarence when we're gonna get started on the next backpacks. Okay, we got to get this computer away first, Vaughn. We got the computer, we got to give it away, and then we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the next set of backpacks, man. Next set of backpacks, next set of kids. All right, y'all. But Von Bryant came up here, very solid performance, very strong, very solid, as always, and represented Team Any. You know, very strong, man, very strong. Okay, who else was up here? No, just me. That's it. There's nobody else up here, man. So we did good, y'all. We did good. Only 2 hours and 38 minutes. I think might start trying to get them, you know, get some of these things be slow. I mean slow. You know, time get down on them. I think we might do that, man. It might work. Anyway, y'all, check out the pre-records that we did this week. Check out everything we got going on, man. And the movement is just building. We're just building this movement to try to encourage our young people, man, to do better, man. So if you can dig that, man, stick around, stay with us, man, and find out what's going on. All right, y'all. We will see y'all probably a solid performance from the Harris tribe as always. Probably we'll be back on Thursday. Probably back on Thursday. If nothing else humongous shows up, probably Thursday. All right, y'all. We will see y'all later. Peace.